Ra Andu Ra, I say, Ashdu Ashte Ashuan vibrations, every baka. May your mind buckas and souls be old. May your omits be sound. May your buckas be leaven off ground. When we keep to the breath, to the orth, to the moth, or to the seon, the soul of Ra guides and keeps you old. Ayan Ma, I is Ra, Ela E, say El say I, Christ Ori, Chaplain, Tata Amen Ra. I am truth awareness, true talk. Can be a part of the greatest transfer of Ma Elth, that's intelligence, samanology to Angodu. This is sound logic. And with all that being offered to you, being a fool is absolutely your choice. To raise Ray 1841, go to Google, go to Apple, download this Kagadora app, go to Jesus.com, sign up, sign yourself a username and password after you fill out your membership interview, and then you can download the Kagadora file too. Print it on your desktop, display it on your screen, click the link, takes you to amenra.com. That's our Shopify store. You can order the print right to your door, 18 by 24 inches long. Don't forget, if you have any photos or images you would like, just send them. I'll get you a custom file with the Kagadora, and you can utilize that. Also, you get the eye bucket to omen. That's protection. When you're pursuing a sound self, this is what you need. Otherwise, you're just going to be in a loop. Bring in some unnecessary quarreling to your life now that you're aware, that they're aware, that you no longer want to be a demon. You don't want that smoke without protection from that fire. All right? So go to Jesus.com and be a part of the Raise to Re-Rise ecosystem. We got the erectionary.com. Don't forget, words in the dictionary, die your erection. That's why we're learning Ta'angodu. We don't speak dead things, we speak motion. I don't consent to draconian state, nor should you hashtag that in your posts. Thought is the spores that spawns intelligence. Denifungi.org. And of course, your mental health is directly tied to your etheric compass. You need to retether yourself back to sound. Ba'am. PMLSS, the Paranormal Mirror League sports simulation. Give your team a sound spirit, because sports is a religion that is fixed to the devil. All right? The Crypto Shit Shower Report, the update here. We show you, we remind you, we employ you to realize that the blockchain is not a financial umbrella to hold. That's going to prevent shithead. So let's get with it. Today's 1841. We got the number 5, the Gematria numerology. It's going to represent your pentagram system. It's going to represent man. We got Ra-ah. So that means breath is being irradiated. Breath is being broadcasted. We're getting it. But if you get it, that means you got to give it. So it's a good ray to promote, to market, to broadcast, to give your things breath, because you're getting that breath to do it. Let's see what the markets are doing, or not. Well, looks like it's trying to make itself up from what it's established a bottom. Went back down to 98, high 99s. Well, actually, it went all the way down to, yeah. Touched wick down to 98, but it's, solid support there at 99. Going upwards. Let's hope that it keeps going. When we look at the Kagadora, we got to recognize it's a Friday today in the Gregorian timeline. Okay, it's the 7th today, I believe. Friday, November the 7th. Okay, so according to their timeline, they're going to use this 7th day to be like an usher, Also, hey, you can reverse the 11-7 to 7-11. All right. And you can try to have some Moorish rituals happening. Right. But when we go to the Cagadora, we can see that today being a Friday is a 5, which is their 5th day of the week. Okay. And we could also see that coming up on the weekend, the days just get stronger. You got 6, 7. Okay, so 7's going to land on a Sunday. But then you got 8 on Monday, 9 on Tuesday. So this is going to be an interesting week to observe the markets with the Cagadora. Because based on my theory, when we're getting our loads, it's taken. Right? And so if it's going to have anything to take, it's got to give. All right, so this is why I think it being a Friday, okay, they've already kept it pretty much bottom. So, if they want to continue their game, they gotta let the market itself up. They gotta let the market itself up, and so you'll have today. Now the major markets are closed on weekends, even though everything still goes on and everything still happens, especially in crypto. So, the weekends is not really, a good time to get into a bet, in my opinion. But if you're holding, this might be a weekend where, you might get a little interest depending on what you got going on for your coin. But come Monday, right, we could have like a surge. If it continues to go up, we could expect some sideways movement. But if it's sideways upwards, it's not going to drop below 99 this weekend. Monday, the markets can open up and it could really surge, or Sunday night, recognizing that China's almost a half a day or whatever ahead of the Gregorian timeline. So they'll see Monday when, we're experiencing Sunday night. And so, it'll be interesting to see how they move the markets, right? But come Tuesday, it's 1845. It's Ba'a. Okay, so this is the source. This is what you call the spirit of Ah is arriving. Okay, and it's on a number 9, and it's 1845. So like I said, right, like regardless of these micro numbers, each ray, which you call a day, is ascending, increasing. They're not looping. They're continue to climb. Okay, so this is requiring Draco a lot of work. Okay, so this means he's putting you to work. Okay, so they got to have a lot of things to draw your attention. Okay, to keep your attention. Otherwise, it's going to get lost in the climb. Okay, so this is what you can realize when they say climate change. You understand? Because the ether is constantly ascending. Okay, and their tactics, their conduits of deception are disappearing. Okay, so this requires change. Okay, plus we have the red Ra present in the skies. Okay, so they can no longer act as the etheric people. All right, so we got to see these numbers just increasing until we get down at the end of December-ish, where we got the 888s, 889s. This is around Christmas time. Okay, you got this, people. There's going to be a lot happening. All right, so we don't need to really ramble on too much more. All right, all we can do is hope that we get, a decent weekend. Not too much manipulation. Hopefully you're in the right coin. Some people are making some good do-re-mi. There's a couple old coins that are starting to jump, but that just basically tells me that, like I said, all the markets are getting prepared for you know, what they've been trying to disguise. They've been throwing Three Eye Atlas. They've been throwing Civil War. They've been throwing all sorts of shit. Okay? But I'm telling you, based on the Kagadora and the events that have occurred, we could expect between November the 27th, December the 2nd, something that they might want to classify as a Black Swan event. But it's not going to be a Black Swan event because we're expecting it. Okay, we just might not know the details, but nothing is a Black Swan event. Okay, so just take everything cautiously. This is not a game that you can hold and think that your finances are going to be safe and shit's not going to be falling on your head, or you're not going to feel like a shithead. It's not happening. Okay, there's no bra on the Okay, the ba of Ra is not Okay, it's not like you. Okay, there's a big difference here. Learn to go to Jesus.com, support, like, share, comment.